Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special interview as we get to find out everything about SOSi today,
Yes.
which we're so excited to do that. I'm here with Rhonda Reinartz, the Senior Talent Acquisition Strategist at SOSi. According to my notes here, she is a self-proclaimed seeker of awesome people. Could that be you? And is hiring for technical opportunities at SOSi. Rhonda, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you for
and
coming.
Can you tell us about your specific role here at SOSi?
Yes, well, I am, of course, a Senior Talent Acquisition Strategist, and I typically recruit for those that are in the IT cybersecurity field. Most of my opportunities are here locally on Fort Huachuca, so supporting things such as cybersecurity, information technology. We also do have other supporting factors that are with the local mission solutions, such as helping the Border Patrol and what have you in other locations. But most of my stuff is here on Fort Huachuca.
Which is fantastic and perfectly located right here off of Garden Avenue, where we're on the second story. We got a great view of the city from here. So who is or what is SOSi? Can you tell us about this amazing company?
You betcha. We are one of those leading technology type of companies. We like to support the Fort Huachuca as well as other cyber centers in the aspect of technology and advanced modernization, as well as the technical aspects. So locally, we support maybe about 80 employees on the contract, and they do anything from maybe Active Directory up to forensics malware. So a good plethora of different things in the cyber fields.
It's interesting to think about the cyber field because it's not just one thing. It's connected to so many different things.
Yeah, it could be forensic malware. It could be a data security analyst. It could be an incident handler, a response analyst. Also, some of those will work with the local law enforcement as well for things that come up.
So, Rhonda, how would you say that SOSi has supported the Army through the years, and specifically right here at Fort Huachuca that we have a beautiful view of right out this window?
Very beautiful view. Well, locally, we've getting close to about 2 decades of local experience out there. So, and we have that comprehensive approach to the technologies that are out there, as well as agility and innovation. We are trying to put it out there that SOSi is a trusted partner. You know, we love to support our military in all of the aspects that they bring out there to us for the contractors, because we definitely enjoy what we do, and we're here for the mission to support as best as possible.
And we'll talk more about that mission in just a second, but I guess the main reason that we're here is to ask this particular question that's 3 words long. Are you hiring? And what roles, skills, expertise is SOSi looking for?
Definitely. We are currently hiring for, I have 2 roles that I'd like to discuss, and one of those is a senior systems administrator. It's supporting our SysMan team there on Fort Huachuca in our cyber contract. Now, that position actually requires POM. It's kind of like plan of action and milestone is what that stands for, as well as Microsoft configuration. So that position will be on the SysMan team that we need, a senior level individual. Sometimes, getting the senior level people to come out and join can be, maybe a little challenging, but hey, that's our motto, challenge accepted. And then we have a chief technology architect that we are looking for. That individual is going to need to know something about D6A, which is Distributed Common Ground Systems Army. And also they'll need to know information as far as the architecture, the operating systems, setting up the applications and the hardware for that particular effort.
2 fantastic positions that possibly someone out there right now could be ready to apply for. We're here at SOSi talking to Rhonda Reinartz, the Senior Talent Acquisition Strategist here with the company, and thinking about the way you work with the military, the way you work with the Army, specifically Fort Huachuca. Describe SOSi's veteran workforce. What is it that attracts them to SOSi? And how does hiring veterans end up benefiting SOSi's customers?
Well, we are going on several years of being a veteran employer employer's choice, basically. And that kind of goes through the Virginia values out at our corporate office in Virginia, but that flows down to us. So overall, SOSi has about a quarter of their workforce that has been prior military, to include military spouse, reservist, and what have you. Locally, we have about a third of our workforce, of those 80 individuals, a third of them have been prior military. And what draws them to us is our support of the military people, not only in the fact that they're veterans, but you know, the MOSs that they perform while they're in the service, a lot of those are transferable to the work that we currently perform. And they just bring that extra value of, hey, I've already been doing it, now let's just kick it up a level, because when you're on the contract, maybe it's a little bit more stringent and maybe a little bit more certifications are required, but definitely that puts us as an employer choice as far as the military people that have been in there. And, you know, our dedication to those individuals, even supporting them when, say, they've decided to be reservist. We support their, once a month and maybe 2 weeks a year that they go out and do their missions to continue supporting our country. So
that's an amazing way to reach out to those veterans. What would it be like for someone to transition from the military into a career here at SOSi?
Definitely. First thing, assessing the skills and the experience that they have obtained while being in the service, leveraging that, excuse me, with your security clearance. So, you know, some opportunities say, hey, we can support that person by obtaining the clearance for them. But when you're in the service, 9 times out of 10, you've got at least a secret. Could be higher, SOsi. So positions that align with that clearance, so that way the clearance can be maintained, because that is definitely an eye popper or an eye catcher for recruiters, you know, maintaining that clearance. Then the other thing is we do have something that's sponsored by military.com on our website, and it's called an MOS translator, so to speak. So say if you put in 15 whiskey, which is, you know, those that deal with UAV programs, you pop that in and see if SOSi actually has something that aligns with that. There's like 35 Tango, which could be IT. So we would then list opportunities that that individual could apply to.
So Rhonda, do you have any specific examples of someone who did transition from active duty military to the veteran status and to here at SOSi?
Good question. We actually support a couple of different programs. One of them is Hiring Our Heroes locally as well as globally. They do a lot of events. And another one is the Warrior Care Coalition. So we actually hired Mr. Glenn Dowling, who is a lieutenant colonel who came from the U.S. Army Special Operations Command. So he found us through that Warrior Coalition Care program, and has been very instrumental to some of the stuff at our corporate level on what he does to support for us. And then another good thing that a lot of the transitioning soldiers need to participate in could be a career skills program, could be operated locally, or you could actually get involved with a company that has what's called a DoD, Department of Defense Skill Bridge program as well. So you have options, and in those programs, the last two, the career skills and the DoD, you can actually participate in that up to 180 days before you transition out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you have the opportunity to find out what's going on, learn that program, that particular contract, maybe even be hired on once you have transitioned out, and using that time to obtain certifications that might be required. So.
What a fantastic opportunity. And again, being able to use the specific example of the retired lieutenant colonel to be able to talk about. So again, if you are looking for opportunities, this is the place. We probably should have started with this question, but the motto of SOSi, you mentioned it over the course of this interview, is just 2 words: challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
What does that mean to you, and why is that motto specific to this brand of SOSi?
You betcha. Well, for one, it's very succinct, it's to the point, and what we do, it's a mindset that drives all of us. It's like, oh, here's what's on the table. Let's see how we can accomplish this. It's our way of, taking on the next adventure, because that's what life's about. It's your next adventure. You have many things to go through in your life, and keeping that motto as a challenge accepted is something that I take into consideration, because it's on to the next. Let's see what we can do, see what we can accomplish, and for the betterment, because we're all in this together. We're all here to support the mission. So, and I have to end that with saying, so if you are ready for that challenge and you would like to be a part of Team SOSi, by all means, visit our career site at sosi.com, or you can even go to the one that's our military translator and check out what opportunities that we have and see how you can be a part of Team SOSi.
And again, those 2 specific positions that you're looking for, one more time.
We are looking for a Chief Technology Architect and a Senior Systems Administrator, which is supporting our SysMan team here on Fort Huachuca.
Which is absolutely incredible. And not only do you do things for the fort and on the fort, you're involved here in Sierra Vista. We just walked through the wall here.
Exactly,
that has all of the
our
things.
wall of excellence.
Yeah, and there's so many neat things. What are some things locally that people would know about that SOSi is involved in or sponsoring locally?
We actually sponsor the Sierra Vista Ponytail League a lot, and we participate in the Relay for Life. We support in donating to some of the domestic violence shelters that are out here. That's our annual thing, and we usually have a very, very good gathering of stuff. And we've a couple of times we've donated to some of the schools as far as book drives. So definitely like to keep it into the community. I'm looking forward to trying to participate in another West End Fair event. My first one was fantastic, and pandemic hit, and now we're looking to go again.
Absolutely. And if you believe in that motto, if you're ready to accept the challenge and go to work for a place that is ready for you, if you're a veteran looking for an opportunity with all the security clearances that Rhonda talked about today, again, Rhonda, where can they go to find that information?
They go to sosi.com, to our careers page. You will also see an opportunity to click on the one that's military.com sponsored, for those that want to figure out what your MOS will translate into as far as opportunities with SOSi.
Your next career opportunity could be right here in Sierra Vista, Fort Huachuca, being a part of this SOSi team. And we can't wait to see if you are able to meet that challenge, to say, challenge accepted on your part. Come and see Rhonda, talk to her, get those applications in, everybody. Rhonda, thank you so much for your time today. Absolute pleasure to meet you and talk to you and see the amazing things that SOSi is doing in our community. Again, for more information, we'll have all those details in the post description. Make sure you see those. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this video around. As always, if you end up getting value added on anything we do at Cool FM Live, please be sure to leave us a thumbs up and a follow. Have a great day, everybody, and make sure you wake up every day saying challenge accepted. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Yay. See?